Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Objectively Bad podcast. While Dan continues to have his eyes closed, maybe because his eyes are messed up, or he's doing a dramatic intro. Maybe, Dan? Oh God, that was dramatic.
No, they're just messed up. That's all.
Okay. I was hoping for a dramatic intro.
No, bright lights first thing in the morning is not really my best
It's
idea.
rough. See, I have the problem of I really like low light, but obviously for recording, low light looks horrible.
Yeah, no, I
So
agree.
I'm not doing that. I need to get a ring light at some point, but I feel like my lighting is not too bad.
It's could be
So
yeah, it could be better.
it could be better. It could be better. I'll admit.
I
that.
will say it's really bad when you're wearing like a front-facing hat and you just can't see your face. It's just really it's just
Oh yeah,
dark.
that's true. You can also see the little shadow on my face because
Yep.
it's just like that
Mhm.
kind of, I guess.
You know, I have two big
Um,
Elgato lights and they are usually
Nice.
I'll switch it. Usually when I'm like it's late at night and I don't want to put on a big
Mhm.
light, I'll make it
Mhm.
this setting, which is like a warm light. It's much dimmer.
Oh, that is nice. That's not too much of a difference, at least on Discord.
On my OBS, this looks fine as well, and honestly, it feels a lot better. I should be doing this because like it
It looks better. It's cleaner.
It is cleaner, but also this is just so much nicer in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted
I
just to
don't
leave
know.
it as this. I
Leave
might.
it as that, and we'll see. In
Sorry,
the
guys.
comments, everyone, if you
I
if you
looked at
wanna
I was supposed to say
if you
sorry.
wanna drop your opinions,
I was gonna look at the camera there to say sorry, guys. I looked at the
Uh-huh.
light instead.
good job. So now he extra can't see.
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching, Dan's gonna have just two eyes, just kind of trailing apart a little bit. Looking. Oh God. Oh man. Oh, that's bad. That's.
Yeah.
Let's just
Honestly,
keep messing up Dan's eyes.
I just don't look as high quality. My skin looks like smoother, which is probably good because my acne has been breaking out recently, which is not great.
Fair.
I don't know why. I've
I
been
feel
eating
that.
better. It's so annoying.
Who knows, man? Skin's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I don't
Um,
like it.
All right, Dan, you're an anime fan,
Yeah.
a lover of the Japanese tunes.
Where's this going?
I am stealing this from another video. I am actually, technically speaking, I'm in the middle of watching a Hot Ones versus, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you've seen this, Dan.
No.
They get two people on and they ask, it's essentially like it's truth or dare, but it's truth or wing.
Oh
the
yeah,
hot
okay.
wing.
Yeah.
And it's Zach Fox and Thundercat. It's great.
Don't know who
They're
Thundercat is.
both. Oh, he's great. He's a technically he's a bassist. He's an artist.
Okay.
He's fantastic. They're both really funny. You should give it a watch. It's really good. They ask the question. It's an F Marry Kill. So I'm
Alrighty.
gonna throw this F Marry Kill at you, and you gotta give me your answer.
Sure thing.
Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop.
Right.
Have you haven't seen Cowboy Bebop?
I have not.
But you know what she looks like. If not, pull up a picture.
Yeah, I roughly know what she looks like.
Okay, sure. Faye Valentine. I gotta look this one up because this is one I don't remember. Have you seen Neon Genesis of
Evangelion?
at all? Evangelion, yeah. Have you seen
No,
that?
but I know what it is though. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Asuna? Not Asuka.
Misato Katsuragi.
Oh, Misato. Okay, they're going for the purple haired girls. Clearly,
yeah.
I see a trend here.
Well, it's gonna stray a little from the trend.
Okay, is it just a man?
Piccolo.
Okay, great. So all shows I haven't seen. So my anime knowledge does not come in handy here.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Now, if it's the live action Dragon Ball Evolution Piccolo, definitely.
Oh,
a
I
fuck.
know where you're going. I know where you're going with that.
Definitely a fuck with that.
Uh huh.
Like, okay,
You
hot take.
heretic.
Okay, why is my computer working? Hot take.
Uh huh.
So Dragon Ball Evolution is the Dragon Ball live action film with a bunch of
Uh-huh.
white people. For
Very
some
much
reason,
not good.
very much not good. I like it.
Uh huh.
Okay,
Yeah, he's weird.
I'm here to say I like. So, for context, I've never seen Dragon Ball. I think
Even worse.
the only time I've ever seen it was I was like 8 at like a random kids parents kids get together and they had a
Sure.
Dragon Ball movie or show on and I was like, this shit's whack. I didn't think it was interesting. Whatever. But I watched the Dragon Ball Evolution movie when I was like 9 or 10 and I have very objectively bad taste. as you might know.
You do.
I thought it was great, man. I thought it was fun.
Have you watched it recently?
No, I'm sure I'd still love it though.
I feel like you should. Maybe we'll do that one episode. We'll just watch that movie prior and just talk about it.
I like, obviously, if you view it as a Dragon Ball movie, it's garbage, obviously. It's probably garbage anyways, but I still like it.
Probably.
I don't know. I like bad movies. Genuine
Yeah,
answer.
you do.
Kill Piccolo. I don't know enough about Misato from Neon Genesis. All I know is Neon Genesis Evangelion has some fucked up shit going on with it. I don't know if Misato is one of the characters that has issues. There's a good chance she probably is. I'ma say Faye marry Misato.
Yeah, that's probably the right. So having watched Cowboy Bebop, definitely Faye Valentine.
Yeah.
Fine. However, would not marry that woman. She's
Misato is more attractive
flaky.
to me.
Interesting. Faye Valentine's also she flaky.
Yeah.
She's gonna leave
gal. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Great
Can't
opener.
trust her. I mean, she's a bounty hunter essentially, so
Yeah. No,
Wait, what?
I do need to get around to watching Cowboy Bebop.
it's good. It's one season. I mean, I think so is
Neon
Evangelion.
Genesis. There are like 6
Yeah.
movies though,
I mean,
and they all make no fucking sense.
to be fair, you're watching One Piece or have caught up. I think you're caught up. on
Yeah, I'm
One
caught up
Piece.
and it's depressing. Oh, dude,
Insane.
I
So
was
you can-
I was
so you can do it.
bad. So
Oh,
okay.
what happened?
So, for context, One Piece, I'm caught up. There's usually episodes every Sunday at like 2 p.m. my time. So,
Okay.
finished like an episode like 2 weeks ago on Sunday. I had a female over. Don't worry, I'm still
Good
part
for
of
you.
the loner club so far.
No.
Shut up. And we were gonna watch something else, and I was like, hold up. There might be a new One Piece episode. So I open up Crunchyroll, and it's a
Nice.
fucking flashback episode, like recapping something old in the story. I was like, for
Ah.
fuck's sake. I forgot about it.
Nothing new.
Because they preview, at the end of every episode, they preview what next week is going to
Oh
be.
yeah.
So like I knew it was coming, but I just forgot about it. And I was like, God fucking damn it. Because we're in a really sick part right now where there's a great fight going on.
And it gave you a filler episode.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like it makes
rough.
it makes sense that it's filler because the character that we're currently fighting is a character that showed up in like episode like 300, which happened like 12 years ago
Oh, cool.
in real life. So it
Nice.
kind of makes sense to do it, but also
But it's not in the here and now.
nah. So I was just
Yeah.
like, God damn, I'm depressed now. I will also say, speaking about anime, so I think I mentioned this before, but the way anime is released is seasonal. So you have like the winter season, the summer season, spring, autumn season.
Oh, cool.
And you usually have 12 weeks, 12 episodes for a show. It can go longer, can be shorter.
Uh-huh.
Usually 12 episodes. Last season, which was, I want to say winter 2024, one of the best seasons of anime I've ever watched. Incredible. Like, if you're well aware of shows, had shows like Frieren, which is, I think, still the highest rated anime show of all time.
I'll take your word for it.
It used to be Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, but I think Frieren is still number one. Yep, it is. So Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood was the number one rated anime. There were a couple times it got overtaken, but they were quickly regained its throne. It was usually around like a 9.10. It's a 9.09 now. It was like that since it came out. Frieren is a 9.39.
Damn.
It's like the highest we've ever seen, and it's stayed there. So
Damn.
it's good. I would highly recommend it.
All right.
Well, at some point I'll watch Cowboy Bebop, but I'll force you to watch something else
Sure.
at some point.
Cowboy Bebop is fun. It's a good time.
Yeah. So what was I going? So yeah,
music.
last anime season, great. Had Frieren, other good shows, Apothecary Diaries. This season is a lot less. It's still good.
Wow.
Still some good. One of my favorite comedy animes has gone to season 3 after like 6 years.
Nice.
So happy about that. One of the most controversial shows in recent history, Mushoku Tensei, aka Jobless Reincarnation, has gotten season 2, part 2. It's very controversial because it's very okay, let me give you a quick synopsis, and
Okay,
I want to
give
get
me
your
a little-
reaction to it.
Okay.
So do you know what isekai is? The general genre.
Yes, but remind me. I can't.
Someone
always
goes
forget
into
what it is.
another world, usually fantasy.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So 40-year-old loner, neat to virgin incel dies. I think, yeah, he dies. I think trying to, he crosses a road, gets hit by a truck. Very typical intro. Gets reborn into another world as a baby. Usually when characters go into another world, they kind of keep, it's usually like a teenager guy and they keep their same form. This one, it's one of the original like Easter guy, I think, like one of the older ones. So he gets reincarnated as a baby into this new world, into a new family, new body and everything. And he grows up as this kid, still having all his memories from his previous life. And because he was a massive like incel virgin type person, he was very perverted.
I don't like where this is going.
So like
this.
So like when he's conscious as a baby, which is a bit of a weird thing, but
that
like,
is a weird one.
But like he's obviously getting breastfed, and he has thoughts in his head about his mother's breasts. And then he grows up being very perverted. So like he's like going, he's like 3 years old, going into like the laundry, getting panties out and stuff, being weird.
Who wrote this?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And then so like he grows up and he starts like he's never been in love before. He's never had a girlfriend, so you can feel bad for the dude. And then he also so there's like romance, but it's like romance with like when he's in this world canonically like 12, 13, he's also like having a bit of flirtation stuff with a
or something
12, 13-year-old girl. It's I don't know where to draw the line on it, because like on one hand he is like mentally like 50, but on the other hand like it's a weird.
I think the mentally 50 thing just takes it
bad.
away.
It's done, so it sounds bad, but the thing is, it's one of the best. It's in the genre. It's one of the best shows ever. Like it's really, really well done.
Is
like,
the world different?
What do you mean?
Well, you said he was born into another world.
Yeah, fantasy world.
What's different about the world?
It's
probably not the important part.
It's different continents. There, he learns magic. He learns sword fighting. There's dragons.
So it's a full-on fantasy world.
It's a full-on fantasy world, and like the whole point about the reason why he was reincarnated is it's kind of like a redemption journey. So like you kind of learn about him trying to become a better person. And like he starts off being a really shitty person, being perverted, like all this stuff. And like, throughout the time, it's like he starts as a baby. Currently in the story where we are, he's like 17, 18.
Okay.
And he's just gotten engaged to his childhood friend from this world.
Okay.
Spoilers or whatever.
Still don't know how I feel about that.
But like he's grown as a person a lot. Like
that's good.
Now, so
look, you started me off really poorly.
I know that's why it's so controversial, because it starts off really rough. Like if you can't get past that, it's a really. But the thing is, it's one of the best like fantasy stories that is an anime at the moment. Like it's really highly rated by people who actually get through it, it's awkward. But like it's like a genuinely quite good redemption story. He becomes a much better person. Like you and you can see him redeeming himself and all this stuff. So season 1 part 2 is one of the best fantasy. It's like a 12-episode part 2. One of the best fantasy segments I've ever watched in anything. It's incredibly well done. Nice. Season 2 part 1 is a 12-episode journey to fix his erectile dysfunction.
What the fuck?
I am not kidding.
That's so stupid.
So that's also quite divisive. Some people think it's stupid. Some people think it's really good. I am in the camp. I think it's really good.
That makes sense.
And I'll
That's
explain
where I probably
why.
Put you.
So it's not just this stupid thing of like, haha, he can't get hard funny. The erectile dysfunction in the story is used as like a way to show his trauma, because so he was traveling with this girl in season 1 part 2. He finally did things with her, and then she just ditched him the night after. So like in this man's 50 years of mental life, he finally got with a girl, and then she just left his ass. So then he goes on like a 2 or 3 year journey of just being like traumatized, basically.
I don't like how early he got with this girl, but okay.
Well, they were together for like 6-7 years at that point. Like not in a relationship, but like, I think he met her when
be like 14 or something like that.
I think he met her when they were like 7.
I don't
It
like
sounds bad. I know it does.
this.
I don't condone. The story is
No,
just well
yeah.
done.
I could see that. I could also. It's. You've introduced me in a poor way.
I'm giving you the worst of it. First.
Yeah.
I'm just letting
That
you
sounds
know.
about right.
But no, it's for all its flaws, and the thing, it's supposed to be a flawed story. It's not supposed to be
Sure.
well received. The main character is supposed to be someone you don't like. Like that's kind of the whole
Well,
point
yeah.
of it.
Chose
but
to
yeah,
be like that.
yeah. So like yeah, the whole first 12 episodes of season 2 is literally just him trying to fix his ED. It's really funny.
Weird.
Yeah, it is weird, but it's done in like it's a really strange story plot device, but it works really well. Weirdly, strangely enough.
Strange.
Yeah, but no, that season part 2 of season 2 is out now, and it's luckily calmed down in its horniness. Thank God.
That's good.
Yeah, we're in a good place right now.
I like how
Thankfully.
the older he gets, the closer to like an actual like decent age, it gets less horny.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, it's because he's like, it's because it's the further he's removed from his past life, I guess.
That makes sense.
So like in the show,
Weird.
so the reason why he got reincarnated by a god of this world called the Man God.
Interesting.
So he's obviously in this new body, this new form in this world, but every few years or so, he'll have a dream where he wakes up and sees his Man God, and he'll like give him advice or whatever. And whenever he wakes up in the dream, he'll be in his old body from his past life, sort
interesting.
of showing that like he hasn't fully moved on
Yeah.
type thing. And I'm interested to see if there'll be a point where he wakes up in the body from the new world to like signify that he's like fully
Maybe.
removed.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
Yeah. Very controversial show, as I said, but it is very highly
Yeah.
rated.
Weird.
Then again, it's anime.
Sure.
Like most of it's
I mean,
a bit questionable at times.
it gets weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So OJ died. Just gonna
Yep. Okay. Good segue.
hard turn. Dan, what opinions do you have on OJ and him dying?
If we're being honest, I am not that caught up on the whole OJ situation.
Okay, Dan. With your limited knowledge, did OJ do it?
I'm gonna say he's an innocent man.
Ah, the glove didn't fit.
Glove didn't fit.
So you must have quit.
Yeah.
I could tell you about it because I like true crime, and also OJ is a fascinating man.
Yeah. Oh, I just
What
know there's
what
a
do
lot
you
of.
know?
I know he committed some sort of crime. I think it was he
Yes.
killed
Yep.
2 girls.
Yeah. So okay. So first of all, OJ was a very successful NFL player.
Yeah.
Like he was a Heisman winner, which is like essentially the MVP trophy in college.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't know who he played for. See, the problem is OJ killed someone, so no one really talks about his football career. But I'm gonna look up OJ's football career. I played for the Buffalo Bills,
Nice.
which
Big
is a
up Bill.
team that our mutual friend liked. I like watching the Bills. They're pretty decent. Let's see what he had some stat that was like he averaged like 140 yards or something like that, like per game, which is like really good. I know you don't know anything about football.
I
American
roughly know how it
football
works.
specifically.
That just means he progressed the ball 140 yards over the course of a game.
It's pretty good.
Does that
I mean,
include-
100 yards
Does that
is
include
the
passing,
entire
or
field.
is that just running?
That would include passing.
Oh, okay.
So like if he ran 20 yards and then caught the ball and then ran 20 more yards, that's a 40-yard.
Okay. But what if he
yeah.
threw the ball to someone else? Does that count as his running or someone else's?
I don't know what position he played.
Yeah.
I think he was a wide receiver. He was a running back. Okay. I was close. I knew he was a receiver. I mean, obviously he'd been some sort of receiver. He was a running back and defensive back.
Oh,
Blah,
I am
blah, blah.
lucky. I just
Why are you
got
lucky?
I just got a notification on my PC saying my computer's running out of storage. I have 5 gigabytes left on my PC right now.
Oh boy.
This recording would not have made it if I didn't realize that.
No, it would have not.
Let's delete some things.
Let's delete some
Woo!
things. I guess I was like, do we need a pause? You don't need a pause. You can just delete things.
Yeah. Do I need this? Because I hold on to like recordings of videos for a while. I don't think I need these. I could also just delete the podcast episodes you've sent me.
Maybe it's when he was in college. He had a really good average. I don't fucking know.
Oh god, the space is getting deleted real quick. Fuck.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Do I need this? What even is this?
I don't know.
Okay, no, these videos are old. I can get rid of that stuff.
Let's see, you play for the Bills.
Deletion.
This is so unimportant.
Sorry, viewers. A bit of a weird segment though.
Sorry. Yeah.
I now have 2
and also
gigs.
just me Googling OJ Simpson football highlights.
Well, the thing is, I actually have 4 terabytes on my hard drive. I just don't use it at all.
Good for you.
I probably should put
I think
stuff on there.
I have a terabyte on my hard drive. I've been putting my video games on there. But
Yeah,
then again, I haven't been playing a whole lot of.
I was thinking of that, but I like having it on my SSD because it runs faster.
It's faster. It depends on the type of game. Because if it's like a single player game that like doesn't connect to internet, then it's fine.
Yeah, I probably
Doesn't really
should.
need
I also
it.
don't. Do I have that many games on my PC? I don't know. Oh, speaking of games, I re-downloaded Steep yesterday, the snowboard skiing game.
Oh, that's a fun game.
Yeah, I was been playing because like I don't really have like a nice like chill game to play. It's just like chill out play. I usually play FIFA, but FIFA
Sure.
gets me fucking angry, and
I was gonna say FIFA's the last thing I
it's
would do if I wanted
not
to
good.
chill.
So I re-downloaded Steep. It's on sale. It's like $4 right now,
Mhm.
and it's so nice. It's so chill. I love Steep. We need more snowboarding games. They're honestly some of the most like
we do.
fun type of games out there. They're lovely.
Yeah. He mostly played for the Bills, and he played for the 49ers
That's cool.
for like a season or two,
Epic.
and then he retired.
Come on.
So he played in like the 70s, and like early or late 60s. Prolific football player.
Mhm.
That's completely and entirely irrelevant now.
Yep.
Because in 1994, he killed his wife and the guy she
Wife.
was seeing.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Sorry, ex-wife. They were divorced at the time.
Lovely. That makes it better.
It's a really interesting saga because, like, essentially the rough timeline that is believed. Because technically speaking, he is innocent. He's not. He definitely killed him. But also,
Is he innocent in the court of law?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's gone to jail for other things.
Good.
Which is funny. Essentially what happened was the timeline is like he didn't live that far from where she lived either. He stabbed him. He stabbed both of them. And then left and flew to Chicago. And kind of did the like, but I'm in Chicago. And it's like, well, no. So this was in LA, by the way.
Okay.
It's like, oh, I'm in Chicago. And they call him up. They fly him back like immediately, like the next day or like maybe 2 days later. And they're like, hey, OJ, did you do it?
I'm not gonna lie. If you're doing a murder and you're trying to get away from an alibi, the last thing you should do is go through a fucking airport where they can track you.
Well, here's the deal. This is pre 9/11.
Okay. I guess fair enough.
So, like,
Even then,
he's also rich enough. He could have had a private jet.
Yeah.
It's not that they didn't know he was in, like, he flew to Chicago. That's not necessarily a weird thing. He's a celebrity. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
And it's not that he went, well, I'm in Chicago. They can be like, well, they know when he left to Chicago. But essentially, there's like a decent amount of documentation on it. There's this rough time period where no one knows where OJ was, and that's also the rough time period that they died.
Nice.
There's also a lot of evidence. Essentially, what happened was, it's kind of two things. It's the forensic team and like a lot of people like fucked up evidence and shit. Like the whole like if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. There's this really funny picture of him like trying to put the glove
I've
on
seen
that
that.
was like found at the scene, and he's like, it doesn't fit, and he's kind of showing it up. There's I think I've heard two rumors. One is like forensic team probably fucked it up, and it probably went in and out of like a cold place and a warm place, and it probably shrunk a little bit.
Or his hands
It's also
bloated up with
apparently-
age. I've heard that as well.
Yeah. I also heard that he might have. I think he was taking drugs for some thing, and I
Fun.
think his hands were a little
Leisure.
bigger. No, like, it was like anti-inflammatory or something like that. Like
No.
it wasn't like it
Leisure.
wasn't the fun drugs. I don't think. I mean, it could be
Hey, any can be fun if
knows?
you if you have enough of them.
anti-inflammatory.
I had some
ibuprofen.
paracetamol just before this
Wild.
with some caffeine in it.
Oh,
Mm.
weird. And then he wasn't doing it during the trial, and they're like, yeah, his hands probably got a little
Yeah,
bigger or
I've heard
something like
that.
I don't know. There's a ton of things. It was also the race riots were very much going on during
Yep, of course.
the 90s in LA. So like a lot of the attorneys were basically like, oh, you're committing this man because he's black. And they were kind of at a loss. There's also a ton of other things. It's not just that, but there's a lot of factors. One of the fun moments is right before the trial. They kept trying to be like, hey, OJ, you need to go to court. And he's like, I'm not going to go to court.
I don't wanna.
And there's that good old Ford Bronco chase on that one highway that goes through LA that I don't know what it's called because I don't live in LA. And the
Smart.
funny thing is like
Good.
the car chase was like 9 or 10 cops following behind him or something like
Oh my
that.
God.
He's going like 40 miles an hour. It's like 60 kilometers per hour. It's like not that fast.
No.
For like a highway. But they're on the phone with him and he's basically like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm gonna do it. I think he had someone in the car too. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill both of us. And they're like, don't do that, OJ. At all. Don't do that. That's bad. And he's all like crying and shit.
Lovely.
Very interesting. He
Yeah.
wrote a book called If I Did It. Look, for a man who's a murderer, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's really funny. So he died. Do we know why he died? Cause of death?
Cancer,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing interesting.
Mm.
I mean, sucks, I guess, but also he killed people, so who cares?
Yeah.
Good old OJ.
Good old OJ.
He actually, well, so first of all, I think he lost the civil case after he did the actual like court case of
Yeah.
like, did he kill him? And he lost the civil case. So the family of the people he murdered, he owes them like a ton of money. So anything he made, I think like a lot of money that he made after that, they just got it. Like his book, If I Did It, I think they, I'd have to look it up. I think they made it so that he had to write the if in really small print.
Oh,
So, well, so it just read, I did it.
Nice. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. It's
That's really good, honestly.
it's like a really like small if
Hmm.
on the I did it. It's really funny.
So what was the
Yeah.
what was the book about? Was he saying how he would do it if he did it?
I think so.
Because that's really
I'm
weird.
not sure. Because that's really weird. I think it is. I think they eventually made it be called If I Did It, Confessions of the Killer. And it says with a brand new so they redid it. When he put it out, it just said If I Did It. But when that family, the Goldman family, it's like all of the money goes to them. And they had to redo
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because like he killed him.
I was expecting like 50% maybe. All is a good deal for them.
I think all of it. It might be like a percentage, but I think all of it. He went to jail at some point. I'm pretty sure because he lost some like trophies because he owed money and he tried to steal them back.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Again, for a murderer, fucking hilarious.
Yep.
Horrible man. But also just made for television. So yeah, OJ died. That was also like, by the time this comes out, I think it'd be like 2 weeks old.
Yeah. Speaking of a more recent death, which a bit more niche.
Oh yeah.
But to the football community, you might know of him.
And more sad.
A bit more sad is Angry Rant Man. The I want to say Indian. I hope I'm not getting that wrong. The Indian Chelsea fan that is very known for screaming, "There is no passion, there is no aggression, there is no mindset."
Yeah.
He sadly passed away. I don't know what the cause of death was, but he sadly passed away a few days ago.
That is such a niche thing because, like, when you send that picture, I was kind of sitting here like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. And the instant you're like, you gave me the quote, I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, so very iconic. I think he did like movie reviews and other stuff as well, but like he was most known for his, like, his Chelsea football rants. Very funny man. But yeah, sadly he passed away recently.
That is a shame.
I don't
More
know,
of a shame than
27 years
OJ
old
Simpson
as well. Really
That's
sucks.
pretty young. That's not good. OJ was like, I think 67, 68, something like that. He's old. He
I guess.
bad man.
Mhm.
Bad man. Yeah.
Speaking of murder,
Oh.
I've been
here for
watching.
this.
I've been watching the TV show You recently.
Oh yeah. My
The
girlfriend likes
Netflix
that show.
one. Yeah. So
Heard good things.
So I now fully believe I could get away with murder if I wanted to.
That's encouraging, and I'm glad we live across oceans. Not that I think you'd murder me.
I don't know. I feel like I know you have to be with technology these days. You'd have to be very careful. I feel
Yeah, for
like
sure.
but the thing is, most from statistics I hear, most murders that are committed are usually by someone that the victim knows. Like it's usually like
Yeah, that's
your
usually it,
uncle
yeah.
kills you, or it's your ex fiance or something. And obviously, the reason why that happens is because if you want to kill someone, it's usually because you have a grudge or something.
Sure.
If you
It's a
wanted
personal attack.
if you wanted to kill someone just for funsies, let's just say,
I don't like where this is going, Dan.
I feel
You're
like
insinuating you're just gonna
you
kill
can get
someone
away
for
with
fun.
it pretty easily. I don't know. I feel like if you,
I mean, look, you might not be wrong.
I feel like
Because
if
I
you-
think if you were just like, I'm just gonna murder someone.
if you drive to like a random town 3 hours away from you with like a rental car or not even a rental, just something,
Sure,
take-
rental
take-
car
take-
burner.
take public transport, fuck it, whatever. Kill
Sure.
a person out there. Wear gloves so you don't get fingerprints on them.
Yeah.
Wear like something so you don't get your hair follicles or skin or whatever. Bury them in a ditch another hour away from that town. Have an alibi or somehow figure it out.
Sure.
I say you were going on a trip somewhere and didn't let you go.
Well, it's also, if you do it well enough, they'll never even find you, so you never even need an
Yeah.
alibi.
I feel like you could do it.
Do I need to like text the Australian? Do I need to contact the Australian government?
DM them on Instagram.
I like the idea that I'm texting them. Hey, my boy Dan. He's gonna kill someone.
No, I'm not going
And they're like,
to.
who? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. I never would. I promise.
No. I would hope so.
I'm just saying, I like, because there's a lot of people that, so like, a very tragic event happened recently in Sydney. There was a 40-year-old man, I think Joel Couchy, I think Joel was his name. I can't remember the exact number, but he went on a stabbing spree in a shopping center near Bondi. I think he killed
Not
8
good.
people or something, or injured,
Wow.
or got 8 people. I think he got like a
Yeah.
young, it was all women. I think he got a young like baby or child and stuff.
Ugh.
Apparently, he had
Bad.
some sort of mental disorder, schizophrenia or something. So
That makes sense.
it's sad, but it's still shitty. And I see murderers go out in public and do stuff. I'm like, I do notice a trend of murderers and serial killers. They like to be caught for some reason. They like the attention. I also saw a
well, yeah.
tweet earlier today or last night about a man who did like, I don't know why I want to say it was India. I think it was some South Asian country.
Sure.
I don't think he was Indian though. I think he was wild European. He
Ah.
killed or did something to a bunch of people, and he would stick a photo of a face, but like with a swirl. Like, you know, in Photoshop, you can like, there's a filter you can swirl your face.
You can like swirl
inwards.
your face.
So you put that image with these victims or something, and the police found a way to
Weird.
reverse that and just found the dude. I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to do here? Are you trying to get yourself caught? Because if
Yeah.
you want to, yeah, that leaving any evidence would help.
Yeah.
Oh, Chad just froze. That's cool. I promise
boy.
I'm not a murderer, guys.
no.
I'm just fascinated. All right.
Oh no. Dan's
Don't
face
judge
is
me.
frozen.
He's still
But
not
it's in
back.
A really funny way. I'm just gonna leave the Discord.
So, podcasts are fun. Okay. T has fully left the call now. This is fantastic. I love when things go to plan all
that
the
is
time.
fantastic.
Hey,
You
he's
love what
back.
your face paused at a really funny moment where your face was just kind of like, just in a weird little position. I got most of that. What were you saying towards the end?
I was just saying I'm not a murderer. Don't worry, guys.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of serial killers are pretty fucked up in the head because, like,
Obviously,
to
yeah.
kill people for fun can't really be a sane person.
Yeah.
Any true crime you look at, it's like usually if they ever go in depth, they're like, and his childhood was bad, and it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
It's another reason why I dislike true crime as a genre.
I think it's so much fun.
I think I haven't watched them, so I assume they're interesting shows. I don't like the ideology behind them of giving these people any sort of platform, even in a
Okay,
negative
that's
way.
fair, and I can agree with that.
Because I know
However.
99% of people that watch the Dharma thing are going to be like, this man's horrible, he's shit, whatever. There's going to be a small percentage of people who are like, I want to be like him, or like, I want to get my own
Yeah.
documentary. And that's terrifying, because there could be a
Yeah.
there could be a 17-year-old kid who's depressed, bullied at school, and he's on the edge of like possibly doing something. He watches the Dharma or a school shooter documentary, and he's like, I can be like him, or it gives him that final push to go ahead and do something horrible. I just don't like the idea of it.
True. I think the positive to counterpoint that is, so let's take Ted Bundy. I don't know if you know anything about Ted Bundy. Do you know anything about Ted Bundy?
They kill people.
He killed people. He specifically, I think he killed a lot of young women. He'd usually sleep with them and then kill them.
Yeah.
Or he'd just kill people. I don't know. He's a serial killer. He would like kind of kill for a while, and then once the police were on the case, like kind of on him, he'd go to a different city, and it'd be like a full reset. 'Cause this was like the 60s or something like that. Or, you know, before internet.
It's kind of like
the police
you.
departments in. Yeah.
It's like the show. That's what he did.
Yeah. The police departments in back in that day just didn't communicate with each other, like city to city. So I think he killed like a ton of people in like Washington or like Oregon. Then he just went to Utah and it was like a full reset. And then he went to Florida and it was like a full reset. And like at a certain point, people started hearing about him, but it's like probably killed like 30 people.
Yeah.
But he'd do like 4 or 5 in a city and then move on. You can't do that nowadays. Honestly, a lot of true crime, you look at it and they're like, these guys left a pool of blood. And then the detectives are like, cool, clean it up, I guess. And it's like, there's nothing we can do about it.
Chad, I just miss the days we could go around murdering with no consequences.
That's so true.
Don't you?
Back in the good old days.
Back in the good old days.
Back in my day, you could murder a person and get away with it. Now they have DNA tests.
But
Bastards.
watching you, the show, not Chad,
Oh, yeah.
it has got me thinking, how many people, because in You, if you're unfamiliar with the show, main character Joe, his whole entire thing is he wants to find a woman that loves him for himself and he loves. He wants to have a happy family. It doesn't really ever kind of happen. It's, he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
But it gets me wondering, how many people in the world have a similar mindset to where they would do anything for love? They'd kill someone's ex, they'd kill a person that's stalking them, and just get away with it. How many people do you think are sitting there with happy families with kids that are
I feel
these
like not many.
psychopaths? I feel like
not
there's
many.
8 billion people in the world. I feel like there's got to be at least a decent amount.
I mean, maybe.
There's got to be at least a
I
few
don't know.
thousand
I
out there.
think we're just like a lot more on top of it. I mean, you're right. It happens, but I mean, it also begs the question, how many psychopaths are there out there? Probably a
Well,
lot.
there's also obviously
sake
a
of
very
8
high
billion,
percentage
but-
that are like that, but just don't act on it.
Sure.
Like, just like there are a lot of people
'Cause
that are very
society has taught
pedophiles
them
and
that it's
don't act
bad.
on it, or murderers and don't act on it.
Sure.
Which is good. I respect people a lot who have urges and then don't act on it because they like
Which is good.
realize it's a bad thing. That's good.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Hot take. That's a good thing.
Hot take: not murdering and raping is pretty lit.
Dan with the hot takes.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Honestly, it's really like, obviously we do it as a joke when we say hot take and it's like a non-hot take.
Sure.
I know some
Yeah.
people in real life who genuinely say hot take, say something that's like fine and think they're like being weird about it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh. They say a hot take and then it's not at all a hot take.
They'll
And
be
you're
like,
like, no,
no.
that's not hot. And they're like, really? And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
They'll be like, hot take. We should like watch this movie. I'm like, okay.
Okay. You could have just said we should just watch this
Yeah.
movie.
Like hot take.
And not hot
take. We should play a game after this. Like what?
Okay, dude. You need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah. It's kind of
Get
fun.
outta
It's
here.
kind
I
of
don't wanna
funny,
talk
but
to
I'm
you
just
again.
like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
I don't know if I know anyone that does that. Do you know?
I know like
You got
one
someone
person.
in your life that does that?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. It is a weird thing.
It's funny. But
to
it is
kind
strange.
of funny. Yeah. Weird.
Weird. Well, speaking about games,
Oh.
I
Okay.
have a little story that will go into a topic.
Ooh.
So,
Story time.
hello people, my name is Lankman Dan and I am a GTA
Yeah, it
YouTuber.
is.
This past
Yeah,
week
he is.
I've been grinding GTA because of this update week. And it's
He's
been
been
like it's
grinding.
been like a mindless grinding. It's been like the same thing on repeat over and over and over. So in the background, I like to play some YouTube videos or some music to keep myself entertained. And I'd say like a good like 70% of the time, the entertainment I've been leaning to is old Call of Duty montages.
Okay, that's fun.
So you know this, viewers may or may not. I was a very big Call of Duty person back in the day. I was into the sniping scene. I had my own channel. I joined some clans, made some videos, made some montages.
Yeah.
Big fan. And back in the day, I love watching all the old FaZe Clan montages, FaZe 1 mil, Pamages 1 mil, The Catalyst. You don't know what any of these are. Some people
Nope.
might. But they're
Just
just
keep
great.
saying words to me, and I'll keep nodding my
Yeah,
head.
yeah. They're great because they have great music in them. They like a lot of these montages define my music taste. A lot of like rock, punk rock, some
30
like
Seconds to Mars, some Linkin Park.
yeah, Linkin Park is in there good amount. Just a lot of good music, you know. So I've been watching a lot of those old montages in the back, and this is actually probably a hot take. Some of the songs in these montages, I actually prefer the sound of them with like the sniper shots going along with them. It sounds good because usually the sniper shots are like done to the rhythm of the song. So actually, like it sounds pretty good, and the editors usually edit it so, like in some sections of the song it's quiet and they up the bass. It's like it's different. So
I think, you know what it is? I actually have been thinking about a similar thing. It's like when you hear a song on like a trailer and then you listen to just the song by itself and you're like, dang, I liked it on the trailer. It's like, yeah, it's because you got a snippet that was made to sound really epic. It doesn't sound as good. Like I think there's a Journey song that was used for like the Stranger Things trailer, and I was like, man, and the trailer is like, the song is super epic. I listened to them both back to back in full, and I was like, nah, I still like the original better.
yeah. It's the same with like
Little
anime
snippets.
openings. So anime openings are usually like
Yeah.
actual songs, but it's only like a minute segment, and sometimes they cut
Yeah.
it in different ways. And sometimes you listen to the full song, and you're like, I kind of like the opening better. But yeah, that's a hot take. But I've been watching those a lot, and it got me thinking about like how I miss those days, the good old days of old FaZe Clan, not being a bunch of sellout weirdos, just sniping, having a good time with the boys. And that got me onto the topic of thinking of the best eras of gaming
Oh,
in history. So
interesting.
we can talk about eras in terms of just like actual years, so like the 2010s,
Sure.
whatever. You could talk about
Yeah.
it in terms of
console eras.
console eras. You could talk about it in terms of specific games. Like we had Warzone 1, we have Fortnite being big eras. And I just wanted to have a little discussion with you about you, and
Oh gosh.
because obviously we have different experiences with the games. I was much more to like shooters
Yeah.
and stuff back in the day.
Yeah, I was less so. I think I only got into shooters because of you.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's different types of eras. It could be like early Mario games, or we could be talking
I
about
played a lot more Nintendo.
could be talking about Minecraft, the early Minecraft years.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think probably the first disclaimer is can't really talk pre 2000s, can we?
Not really, no.
Not really. Cause video games weren't good before we were alive. No, that's
Real.
not true.
Speak your truth.
Yeah. No, that's not true. Oh gosh. I mean, is there a question that a priming question you want to ask, or you want to just open ended?
Pretty much open-ended. I think for me, like, so obviously one of my favorite eras is probably like 2009 to 2013, maybe 14 Call of Duty. So
Which was like which games particularly?
I'd say between MW2 and Black Ops 3.
Okay.
In that era. Obviously, between MW3, between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, you had Ghosts and Infinite Warfare, which weren't as good. But during that time, you also went back to playing, like, a lot of people still played MW2, MW3, Black Ops 2 throughout those years. So it was still that whole entire section. That's when, like, the Call of Duty montage community was at its peak. That's when, like, the commentary community was at its peak. It was a great time. It was like back in the day where I was like confident enough as a kid just to hop on Xbox Live. If I saw someone that was like when I was first playing Xbox, if I saw someone that was a high level in Call of Duty, I'd send them a friend request to be like, hey, can you help me with the game? And then when I became high level, if I saw someone that was a low level, I was like, hey, let me help you. I was
Let me help a boy out. That's so wholesome.
it was very wholesome. Yeah,
That's nice.
I loved it. It was
I
like,
was never big on game chat as a kid.
oh, it was so
like just
fun.
talking to strangers.
Oh,
I never did it.
Xbox 360 OG game chat was so. I made so many friends back in the day. I probably had like
Nice.
like overall from when I started talking to people online to when I stopped, probably a rotation of probably close to like 30, 40 people I knew at different times.
Dang.
It was great. I miss that time.
It's pretty
I'm now
nice.
socially awkward and don't have many friends. So
There you go.
let's go.
Let's go. That's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
Maybe a little. Yeah, gosh, Minecraft I feel like was a good, like early pre-vanilla Minecraft. I honestly don't remember
When did you
the
start
stages
playing?
were. Middle school. What years was that for us? Like
2013 or 20. Well, middle school for you, American system. You would have started 2011.
2011, yeah. 2011 to 2014.
Yeah, so
Ish.
the Minecraft stages, I think I might be missing one, but it roughly went InfDev, alpha, or pre-alpha, alpha, beta, then the full game.
And then vanilla, yeah.
Yeah, so I started in,
Any idea where Minecraft was at that point in time?
I may have played InfDev for a little bit, but I started properly in like Minecraft alpha 1.0.0.1.3
Yeah.
or something. Like, I remember back in the day, the old Minecraft website, I saw a tweet of this recently as well, the old Minecraft website design, very old school, very iconic. When you bought the game back in the day, it would tell you like which copy you bought. Like I say, like you bought the 100,000th
cool.
copy. I was within like the first like 20,000, I think. I think I was like
Nice.
10, 12,000. Of like in terms
When
of
did you how old were you when you bought it? Or like what grade?
I think I got Minecraft in
Trying to make the comparison.
2010, so I was like 9.
Okay. I probably got it like maybe 2 years after you.
Yeah.
Ish.
I'm trying to I think it was 2010. That makes sense to me.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Sounds about right.
the first version was released May 17th, 2009. So it would make sense. I may have got it 2009, 2010, sometime around there.
Okay.
It was, yeah, so early Minecraft was incredible. I could never get that feeling back, which is so sad.
Oh, it's so good. I think there are games that can give a similar feeling though.
Yeah, I think.
Kind of.
Yes and no.
I mean, it's also
I think part of the feeling for me was at that point I was at a young enough age where it was still really difficult
Yeah.
for me to figure out games and mechanics. I feel like
Yeah.
now with all my experience, I could jump into any game and pretty much be like sort of understand what to do within like a couple hours.
well, yeah, like I'll play Minecraft now and I'm like, yeah, this is pretty simple.
Yeah,
But like back then you're like, oh my god, this is the world is
Yeah.
my oyster.
like if we can.
I also think it's so hard to compare like now when you're older
Mhm.
to when you're a kid because dude, when you're a kid,
Everything feels different.
oh, it's so different. And there's just and of course like nostalgia is like an actual thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's a very strong emotional pull.
Like you compare Minecraft, which is a very simple game that when I was younger,
Mm.
I struggled to get a grasp of, and like Baldur's Gate 3, which is a very complex game that I understood pretty
Yeah.
quickly nowadays. Even I've never played a D&D type
Yeah.
thing ever before.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, so much fun.
it was great.
Watching-
Minecraft got me started with the YouTube as well.
I actually, it got me started too. I think they're all private and obviously you can't find them. I think I have 2 YouTube videos out there and it's like I had no idea what I was doing. I would record everything in one go.
Yeah, same.
Because I didn't know about like video editing and I don't know how easily available video editing was. So I was just like finding a free like web recording or like screen recording
Bandicam.
application. Yeah, it was probably Bandcamp. I think I had a Mac back in the day,
Oh.
and I don't think Bandcamp worked. So I had a
Fraps.
different one. I don't know. I had something. I don't remember what it was. So I would like pull that up, and I'm like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do, and I try it. And anytime I made a mistake, because I'm like 12, so of course I'm making mistakes, I just restart and delete the video.
What? Really?
It was not that long of a video, so it didn't take that long. But it was still, yeah, no. Well, I do it all in one go, but if I'm like, oh man, I screwed that up. Yeah, I read.
So did you like? So you're like prepared before what you're planning to do?
Yeah,
Yeah. From
I had made like tutorial videos.
so for me, I
I
just
made
did
2 of them.
I just did like free flowing commentary videos.
Yeah,
That's always been my
no,
thing.
I was doing like tutorial videos.
Respect.
Yeah,
Love that.
I made 2 of them.
Very epic.
It's a good time.
I can't remember how many Minecraft videos I made. I want to say it was like close to like 200.
That sounds about right. No, I took way too much time on mine. And I think I made. Well, it's also honestly playing Minecraft. I remember playing Minecraft on a Mac was weird. 'Cause, like you couldn't get mods.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's like playing video games on a Mac now. Like Steam just doesn't support Mac for the most part. Like obviously there are games you can play on a Mac, but
It's not great.
like yeah, back then I couldn't. There was a ton of like I could still play online with people, but if I want to play mods, couldn't get them.
Yeah.
They just like weren't made for Mac. It was all for Windows.
Rough.
Yeah. I have a Windows now.
Good. Is there a washing
had a
machine
Mac for a
going off
while.
near you?
I think it's one of my roommates and a microwave.
Ah, microwave. Cool.
Probably.
I was wondering what the beeping sound was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we got
Just ignore it.
So we got Minecraft. I reckon we could I don't know if we could rank them, but we could. Okay, let's rate them. Early Minecraft
Okay.
out of 10. What are we giving
God,
it?
it was so good. It's at least a 9.
No, I'd probably agree. I'd say like 2010
Like
to like
9.5.
2013 maybe.
Yeah, dude, it was so good. And like, dude, at that age, any kid that played video games was playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
I have a funny little anecdote for that. So my manager, she's 37 or 38, I can't remember. She has 2 kids that are like young. And she's like, yeah, one of my kids wanted to get this shirt. And she shows me a picture of it and she's like, I can't get this shirt. This is so inappropriate. And it's a picture of a Minecraft creeper.
Yep.
But for her, it says creeper. And then to be honest, it kind of looks like a dick.
Yeah.
Like if you like saw it, because the thing is, it's an outline of like it's the head, which is a little bit bigger than the body,
Yep.
and then just a straight body, no arms, and then it's got 4 legs, but the legs are next to each other, so it's just 2 legs that go out. Yeah, it kind of looks like a dick. And she's like, I just can't give my child it says creeper and it looks like a penis, and I'm like. It's so funny to me because, like, for me and you, we see that and we're like, yeah, we know what this is.
a Minecraft
and
creeper.
it's totally normal. Well, yeah, it's like totally normal for like a kid to have it. I think any kid that would have it, I don't know. I mean,
They
I don't
wouldn't
know any
think of
kid
it as
that'd
a
be
dick.
like, haha, they'd be like, it's a Minecraft creeper. Of course.
Yeah.
Minecraft is like massive.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really funny. Yeah, Minecraft rate's really high for me.
Speaking of parents misunderstanding things, I have a funny
Oh,
funny little
boy.
story. So one of my gamer tags back in the day was Ponage000.
Oh, I haven't heard this one.
So do you know what
That's
the word?
fun.
Do you know what pone is?
Yeah, I know what ponage is. Yeah.
Pone. So like if you're for
God, I
some
haven't
reason,
heard that word in a while.
I know it's an OG one. If you're unaware of what it means, it's like getting shit on a video game. You get pwned.
You got beat.
You got
Yeah,
beat.
like,
You
oh, I
got
pwned
pwned.
you.
So my name was
Yeah.
Ponage000. I don't know why,
Nice.
it just was.
Sure.
And then, so I wanted to invite my friend. I can't remember if it was me sending him a friend request on RuneScape or inviting him to a Minecraft server. Something. Is my
Sure.
in real life friend back when we were like a 9 or 10. I think it was friend requesting him on RuneScape or something. And so I friend requested him or whatever. And his mum was like really angry at me. Because she thought my name had to do with porn. She thought ponage was like pornage.
Okay, here's the question, Dan. How close is the word ponage
It's
to bondage?
could have been that as well. I didn't think of that. It was
Because I'm thinking that
it was spelled PWNAGE.
WNAGE. Yeah.
And she was like, I can't believe you have such
see
an inappropriate
it.
name.
It's definitely not, but I could see that.
Which is
I'm
really-
like,
which
oh
is-
my god, that's horrible. And it's like, no, it's not. It's
Even
fine.
when I was like 9, I was like, what is this woman on? What do you mean?
So apparently, Ponage is a gaming company, or they sell mice, like gaming.
Yeah,
mouses.
makes sense.
Gaming mice.
So that was kind of
That's
funny.
interesting, and other things.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that. That's funny.
Yeah.
I
Gave me a good laugh.
my gamer. Yeah, my current gamer tag is pretty funny.
The Chad Gamer 69.
Yeah, oh god, in high school, I think PlayStation was like, you can change your name for free once, we'll give it to you. And I think mine was just like just like my name or something like that. It was like really boring. I was like, okay, I was smart enough to know that I was being ironic, but now I'm like, dang, I should change that. But I gotta pay money to change it. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I wish I could remember all my. I should try and write down a list of all my old gamer tags one day. There's no way I remember all of them because there were when you were back in the Call of Duty sniping scene and you joined different clans, you changed it a lot. I had a lot of names. My first ever one, like first ever, got Xbox Live was Venomous Sniper. Spelt
classic.
Spelt V0N1 MOUSSN1P3R.
I fully and entirely didn't follow that, but that sounds complicated.
It was elite gamer tag, pretty with numbers instead of letters.
Yeah,
went hard though. I can't lie. Crazy gamer tag.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Back when you were a kid, back in the day, yeah, it's good.
Went crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Minecraft 9 out of 10.
Pretty good. Yeah, it's in 10.
I think for me, old school Call of Duty, like what I said, 2008, 2009 to like 2013, I'm giving it a 10, baby. Perfect 10.
Yeah.
I
can't give it a rating because like
you weren't there.
Wasn't there. I wasn't.
I think to this day that is the best era of gaming ever, and I truly, truly, deep inside me, do not think it will ever be matched again.
Dang, that's intense.
And it's not in terms of just the quality of the game. Like the games are great. I think the quality of the games could be reached again, like Prime Fortnite, Prime Warzone,
easily.
Maybe on the same level. For me, it was the community aspect that we've never gotten back.
I think it was a combination of probably a lot of things. Of like the community's really good, the games were really fun. I think to some degree you were just the right age for it.
I think you could ask a lot of people, even people like older than me as well. I think the reason why the community was so good, it was at a time where. Especially, I'm talking specifically Xbox 360 because PlayStation was a bit worse.
Yeah.
So Xbox 360 back in the day, when you got it, every console came with the Xbox microphone. So everyone had a microphone. Literally everyone. You would join a Call of Duty lobby, there'd be 12 people speaking, and you could talk to people so easily. And not many people back then joined parties. Like you could, but like most people were just speaking game chats. That's how you met so many people.
Just get on chat. Yeah.
Nowadays. Not many consoles come with mics. I know the PS5 has a built-in microphone, but no one talks on it.
It does. I never use it. I usually mute it.
Yeah, same. So if most people talk with friends, they'll just do it through Discord, which isn't a public thing. So you never really have that experience anymore of going into like a lobby on COD or any other game and speaking and meeting people. It just doesn't happen anymore. And also, I think I like that. I think one of my favorite quotes about Call of Duty is that Call of Duty is how the American youth coped with the 2008 financial crisis, which I find really funny.
That is pretty funny.
So while parents were going through financial turmoil and distress, you just have these kids in their bedroom
just blasting your Xbox.
COD, screaming, saying, "Oh, I fucked your mother! I fucked your mother!" It was great.
Yeah.
So it was a special time, and I don't think we'll get that back. I think the game, like I said, the gaming, Prime Warzone, Prime Fortnite had similar levels of like fun and everything. It's the community aspect for me that I just don't think will happen again.
I can see that.
So I'm giving it a perfect 10 if we're being real.
Okay.
And you can disagree or agree in the comments.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Tell us or don't. It doesn't. Dan's gonna have the same opinion either way, so it doesn't matter.
And speaking of other primes, Prime Fortnite or Prime Warzone?
I mean, I liked Warzone more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because I did really enjoy Fortnite when it first came out. The instant building became just way more important. I lost interest.
Yeah, I think first 3 seasons of Fortnite could possibly be the greatest 3 seasons of like a game ever.
A battle royale like season game.
Maybe even just shooters. Like just in terms of the game aspect, not everything surrounding it.
Yeah.
First 3 seasons of Fortnite were incredibly good.
They were really fun. I mean, I remember playing a lot. I think I like probably posted on Snapchat when I won a game, which is like, look back now, I'm like, that's so stupid. But like at the time, it was cool and it was fun. And those first, I think at one point I was playing on my PS4 or 3. I don't remember which one. Probably 4 at that point.
It'd be 4, yeah.
Probably 4. I think I was playing on my PS4. And at one point I was like, the building needs, like, I needed to put more effort into building, and it's just easier on PC because you can throw in like mouse
Yep. And you have
shortcuts
keybinds and everything. Yep.
and you got keybinds. So I switched to PC because I could play Fortnite better, which is so stupid. It felt like a necessity. No, those first couple seasons were really fun. It got really sweaty really quickly.
Yeah, it died pretty
because
pretty
of
fast.
building. And it's like, I enjoy the combat, not watching you build a tower.
Yeah, that's why Fortnite currently, if you play no build, it's really fun still.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
So yeah, it's like I remember first week Fortnite started to blow up. I had two of my friends over. You weren't there, but it's us three. We had a LAN party in my room. They brought their PlayStations over. We set up TVs in my bedroom. I think I was playing on PC at that point. So I had, if you played PC the first week of Fortnite, you had such a massive advantage because no one else was doing it.
Dude, you were just so much better.
I remember I still remember vividly. We got a win that night, and I remember vividly. It was on the first map. We were next to Loot Lake with the mountains on the side of it.
Oh yeah.
I was the last one alive in my team, as I usually am in battle royale games, because I'm the GOAT gamer.
Damn, all right.
And I walked up this hill with an RPG ready. There were two people fighting on top of this hill as the zone was closing in. I shoot the RPG, kill the last guy. The victory royale comes out.
Hell yeah.
We just go fucking mental. The feeling. Oh, sorry, that really helped.
I'm so
really
glad your
hurt
mic cut that, because I was expected to just get blown away by that.
I have a limiter on. Don't worry.
Thank God.
That hurt my throat though. My throat's been sore for like 2 weeks. That did not help. Yeah, but no, the first Fortnite battle royale, that shit went crazy. Oh, the euphoria.
Yeah, I will say, I think Fortnite, I got like 1 or 2. I think Warzone, I got a lot of. I got a decent amount of like wins, and I probably ended up playing more. I think the first time I played Warzone, I actually don't think it was with you. First time I played, I think I won the game.
Yeah, so first time you guys played Warzone, I don't know why I wasn't playing with you. I was doing something.
Just weren't there. Yeah,
you guys won like a bunch of games all back to back, or like a lot in that weekend. And then since then, even when I was playing with you, I could never catch up in wins, even though I was like by far the best player out of all of us. I was just like, what the fuck?
It's because we played Warzone during COVID, so we were all playing it quite a bit.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's what it was. It was during COVID, and I was in Australia, so the time zones were bad, so I didn't get on with you.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's probably what it was.
I think it was so early on that it was still quite easy, so you guys were getting a lot of wins, and then when I started playing with you, it was already getting a bit more sweaty, so it was like much more difficult by that point.
Yeah.
It's still good though. I have a lot of good
we'd also
memories.
Still get wins.
Yeah,
we definitely would get less wins over time, but I think that the first map came out, we played it for the first time, won our first game. They actually put out another map, that like small one,
Rebirth.
I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, Rebirth. I think I won that. I think the first time I played that, I won that as well.
Rebirth is back at the moment in Warzone.
Oh yeah, it is. That's fun. That's a good map.
It's really shit now though. Everyone's too sweaty, man.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Everyone's so goddamn sweaty on it. It's actually insane.
I would say COVID is when I've played the most Call of Duty. COVID is the only like period of time where I actually grinded out for skins on COD, because I would play with you guys and that was about it. I'd maybe play a little bit on my own, but I'm more of a like single player story kind of guy. Or I mean, I play other games. I'm playing a lot of Helldivers right now.
Still?
But, yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
I have a buddy that like that's just what we're playing right now.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's also very fun.
Yeah.
And I know you don't want to play it.
I just...
if you got it, I'd play it with you.
I don't know.
Could be fun.
I know.
Democracy, baby.
I'm also just not gaming much at the moment. That's the other thing.
I guess that's fair.
Like, so yeah, if we're going to rate those as well, they're also
like the
good.
Warzone,
they're
Fortnite.
all good, though. I'm going to give... Oh, what do I give? So we gave Minecraft a 9. I gave that part of COD a 10. I'm going to give them both.
What do you give Fortnite? Or are you going to give them the same?
I think I'm going to give them both around the 8.5.
I was going to give them like an 8.
I'm not going to put them on the same statue as old Minecraft, but they're still really good.
They were still quite fun.
I might
honestly, like
give
7.5 to 8.
I might give Fortnite an 8, Warzone an 8.5. I don't necessarily think Warzone
Yeah.
was a better game, but I had more fun with it, with my friends and everything. I just enjoyed it more, I
Yeah.
think.
Warzone was the right level of me of like tactical, but not like too tactical.
Yeah.
Like I have a hard time playing like CS or Valorant.
Rainbow Six.
I never played Rainbow Six.
It's rough, man.
That is a tactical one.
It's really rough.
No, it's more honestly, I really dislike that you can't run and shoot.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's just not my kind of game. But like those ones are like very tactical. Whereas like I think Warzone was, and it was good to like be in a party and be able to talk to people. But also it was like the right medium for me.
Yeah. It's a really
Because
good
it's
mix.
like technically speaking, people could snipe you from really far away, but like it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Well, they made it
Um,
impossible at one point. They just took away one-hit kills,
That's true.
which I think was the
That
worst
is
decision
true.
ever. I think if you're shooting someone in the head with a sniper, it should always be a one-hit kill no matter
Yeah,
what.
that's true.
It's stupid that it wasn't.
I think people probably just got annoyed because they'd just be walking and be in absolutely no danger.
Well,
Well, because you get people that would just sit on top of a building and camp
Well,
and just shoot people.
You went in the COD
That kinda
community before
sucked.
Warzone, but there's always been a huge debate around snipers because snipers are usually always one-hit kill unless you get unlucky or
Sure.
using a weak sniper. Ever since like COD 4, the regular gun, not sniper community were always like, we need to nerf the snipers, make them zoom in slower, make them less damage. But the thing is,
Yeah.
snipers are difficult to use. If you're getting a headshot from across the map, that takes skill. It's not luck.
Yeah.
It's not like that's what always annoyed me about people complaining about snipers is like, if you're getting killed by someone with a sniper, that means they're probably just good at the game. Most people that are really good with snipers can probably use an assault rifle and be just as good with that because it takes a lot of skill with them.
Here's my question. Do you think snipers got easier to use over time?
No, so
Okay.
much harder.
Oh,
If
okay.
you can compare sniping on Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2 to now, it is so much more difficult.
Yeah, I guess sniping in like COD 4 was pretty easy.
So like Black Ops, on old consoles, you obviously have aim assist. You still have aim assist, but
Mhm.
on Black Ops 3, they got rid of aim assist for snipers completely. They just got rid of it. So
Sure.
usually when you're like aiming closer to someone, it will slow down and like kind of target towards that person to make it a bit easier. Black Ops 3 just completely gone. You have to be
Gone.
completely accurate with it. And I don't know if they've still kept that for newer games. I don't think they have, but it's always been a thing of like, oh, we'll make the sniper zoom in much slower, or we'll make the sniper
Yeah.
like bolt much slower, so you don't have as much time. They've made it more difficult pretty much every year consistently since like Black Ops 2. And it's really annoying because like again, it takes skill. And the fact that there are still people that are really good with them just shows that it's the skill that matters, not the weapon.
Yeah.
Like the most
True.
if you go back through COD history and look at all the most powerful guns of all time, none of them are snipers. None. If you take
Yeah.
if you take the 5 most powerful or overpowered weapons from every single game, I guarantee there's not a single sniper in there, except
That's
for
probably true.
except for one. In Advanced Warfare, there was a shotgun sniper hybrid that pre-patch you could no scope one hit across the map
That's awesome.
because it took basically like the shotgun like spread
Yeah.
and combined it with a sniper range, so you could basically.
That's
I
insane.
know it was fun.
That is insane.
So you could basically no scope one hit people from anywhere on the map. It was stupid.
Oh my god.
It got patched, but apart from that, no sniper was
Sure.
like a best weapon of all time. It took skill to use, but they just kept nerfing it
That makes
'cause
sense.
people just kept fucking complaining, man. It was annoying.
Yeah. All right. I got a new little error for you. I'm gonna
right.
Switch it up. Like the Wii era.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Did you had a Wii, right?
Yep.
Or no?
I did.
Do you have a? Do you have the?
Wii Fit, the board,
Yeah, you have Wii Fit.
Yep.
I was thinking the Wii U, but that was like way after.
also garbage.
Yeah, I never had it.
Yeah, I had a Wii Fit.
Yeah, weird. It's weird thinking back now because they're like, it doesn't make you fit. Like, yeah, you're a little slightly more active, but like most Wii games were slightly active
yeah,
because you're moving your arms around. The Wii Fit, what Wii Fit should have been was you plug the disc in and it goes, we've short circuited your TV for an hour. Go play outside.
yeah. Like there was some workout stuff in there, but it wasn't,
Sure.
it wasn't much.
But not nothing. I mean, you can't run around. I mean, the best thing, especially for like a kid, the best thing is just be like, here's a ball, go run around.
Yeah, no, the Wii Fit
Kick it around. For a
it
while.
didn't make you fit. But the games are fun as fuck though. I love the games.
Yeah, it's also I like how like kind of janky the Wii is.
Yeah, very janky.
But it's so much fun. I actually, when I was a freshman in junior in college, I brought my Wii, and I think for like that summer before I started up the semester, I played a lot of Wii. I think I got close to like a perfect game on Wii Bowling.
Ooh,
Yeah, like 280 or something like that. Like I got pretty close.
that's pretty damn good.
That's pretty good.
I do have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Wii Sport or Wii Sport Resort?
Oh, it's such a hard question.
One's an OG, one is a lot more content.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta think about it. Wii Sports Resort.
I think I'm leaning that way as well.
And look, they're both great. It's just Wii Sports Resort was better. Or it had more stuff.
It had way more stuff. Way more.
Can't remember if the other things they had a lot of the stuff. Actually, what did they have that they had?
So the things, Wii Sport
regular
Resort did not
Wii
have
Sport?
boxing, but it had the sword fighting, so it was kind
The
of similar.
Fords, which was way better.
Yeah, it didn't
Way
have.
more interesting.
It didn't have golf.
Didn't have baseball.
No, it did have golf. It did have golf.
It did have golf.
Didn't have baseball and didn't have tennis.
I think it also had the OG golf course and then a whole new golf course. So
Yeah.
you could actually shoot 18.
It didn't have tennis
instead of
though.
just
It did.
9.
It had bowling, but it was like the 100-pin bowling, which is.
I think it did have tennis. If not, it had ping pong instead.
I think that's what I had.
I think it had ping pong, which was equally fun, honestly.
I think it's tough for anything to beat the OG, and a lot of my fondest
Yeah.
memories are on the OG.
It's
But Resort just
probably
had
better.
so much content, man.
I spent
so
so
good.
much time flying that plane.
Oh my god! Oh, the plane.
Oh, so good.
Bro, the plane was great. Like where you had
So
to go around and
good.
collect like the circles of coins around the map. You had to fly in the
Yeah.
volcanoes and everything.
There's like 80 of them.
I love that shit, dude.
Dude, it's such a good concept of like we took a good game and just made it. They just made it
Yeah.
more. I mean, to be fair, Wii Sports in and of itself is a tiny game
Yeah,
because it's 5 sports that you get to play, and then there's some like challenge levels. But like it's really simple.
yeah. Wii Sport
Works
Resort
great.
has like 20 or something.
Wii Sport Resort has I think 12, but within some of the like games there were like multiple different like modes or something like that. So there's a ton of stuff you can do.
Yeah,
I think
12.
it was 12.
Yeah, I loved. Yeah, so I have them up here. So we had swordplay, which
Great.
sounds sus. Wakeboarding, which was one of my favorites by
That
far.
was fun.
I love wakeboarding.
I enjoyed that.
Frisbee, archery,
Did a
basketball,
little bit, yeah.
table tennis,
Archery was good.
golf,
Yep.
bowling,
Yep.
power
Yep.
cruising, canoeing,
Yeah.
cycling, and air sports.
Okay. The last 3 of the 4, not the air sports, but the other 3, I barely played. I remember cycling being just a lot of you doing like this, like a back and forth
Yeah,
with your hands.
I enjoyed the cycling.
But it was kind of fun. Because I also think as like I don't know, like a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old, just taking your hands, just whipping them back and
Yeah.
forth is kind of fun.
I think if I
Because
had,
you're going like way harder than you need to.
Mhm. I think if I had to make a top 3, it would be swordplay, wakeboarding, air sports.
Uh-huh. Okay, I would mostly agree with that. I think wakeboarding would probably not be there. It's good. I just didn't do it a whole lot.
That's fair. For me, it'd probably be between that and maybe basketball.
Basketball was fun. I did a lot of the either archery or ping pong, honestly.
Really?
I like ping pong. It's fun. Yeah. Those 2, which I can't decide. It's a top 4 now, but also like the swordplay and the like playing leagues above everything else. I think.
Swordplay was just doing this for like.
And it was just waving your hand around. And it was the best thing ever.
It was so
there
funny.
technically was strategy that you could use and like technique.
That's no fun.
You barely needed to.
If you
do
have
it.
infinite
maybe
stamina,
on some of the later
just-
levels,
Do that, man.
and again, we played these as kids. Of course, we had infinite stamina. We were just going.
Exactly.
It's great. I love the Wii. The Wii might be a 10. I love the Wii era.
Fair enough. Any other
Maybe.
big Wii games you had fun with?
Wii Play was also fun. They had that tank game.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, it was like the second game that they made for the Wii.
Ah,
So like Wii Sports came out, and then Wii Play came out really soon after.
Do I know what
They
this
had
is?
like a weird matching game. They had pool.
Oh
They had that
yeah.
tank
I
game.
know this. I know this.
It's very similar to Wii Sports in the sense of it's like 6 games. And
Yeah.
it was just they were like games rather than like sports.
Yep.
That was fun. Super Mario Galaxy. Banger. Such a good game.
Sonic Unleashed clears and Sonic the
Shut
Black
up.
Knight or whatever the fuck it was.
Okay, to be fair, I've never played a Sonic game. Well, that's not technically true.
Olympic Games.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Also
I played
elite.
the first two. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, then the Winter Games. I never played. I think the third one was like Mario and Sonic at the London Olympic Games,
Yep.
and it's like, all right,
Yeah, no. Sonic the
those
Black
were
Knight and
bangers.
Sonic the Hedgehog Unleashed Elite Games.
never played it. Never played
Incredible. Sonic just gets a sword and you just
it. Oh, that's fun.
and then Unleashed he just turns into a werewolf. It's
Sure, why
it's
not?
really stupid. Like they didn't get good
Why
ratings.
not?
Eh.
Speaking of Sonic, I saw the other day that Sega, I think, is like the first major games company to unionize.
Oh.
And of course, the article said major game company. I don't know if we can call Sega a major game company anymore. Maybe 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 30 years ago.
Also speaking of Sonic,
Oh. Keanu Reeves being Shadow?
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that. I've seen people who are like, don't even animate him, just give him like a red streak and just have everyone act as if it's normal.
Please do that.
And I'm so okay with that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be so funny. I need to watch those Sonic movies. Apparently they're really
They
good.
are really good. I haven't seen the second one yet. They're really
Heard
good.
good
The
things.
first one's good though.
Because Jim Carrey's just funny.
Yes. Another game. So I'm just looking at Wii games. Another game
I
that
should
probably
do the
probably
same.
wasn't very good, but I had a lot of fun with was the I remember. So I went to the cinema with my parents and we watched Harry Potter
Double.
and the Half-Blood
Harry
Prince.
Potter. Nice.
And when we left and got home, my parents revealed that they had bought the Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince Wii game for me.
Oh hell yeah!
And it-
I miss the days, and this is gonna sound super old because I don't think I actually play that many. I miss when movies came out and then someone's like, "We're gonna make a really shitty video game based on it."
I think I talked about this in like
It's
episode
great.
3 of the podcast.
I think we did.
I fucking
think we
love all
did.
of them.
It's
They're
yeah.
great. A lot of the best ones were on PS2, but there were some decent Wii ones as well.
I've pulled up some other good Wii games. Let's see. First of all, Mario Kart. We forgot about that.
DS Mario
Great.
Kart clears.
I never played it. Weirdly enough, because I had a DS.
Yeah, no,
but I never
it
played
was good.
Mario Kart is amazing. Every time I play the new Mario Kart, I will be like, this game is great. However, this thing in the Wii version of the Mario Kart did this. And people will look at me and be like, shut up. And I'm like, yeah, it's fair. But also I'm right. The blue shell in the current Mario Kart game will hit you if you're in the middle. Like it's like
Bro,
it travels
that
from the
fucking
person through
happened
to
to
the
me.
front. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I was playing with my
this
friends.
is a thing that punishes first place and first place only.
So I was playing with my friends on Saturday a few days ago. I was in second for a race. I got hit in second. I got hit
Dude, it's
with
the worst.
3 red shells in a row. I went back to like 5th, then I got hit with a
Oh,
blue shell, and I
God.
finished like 8th.
uh,
I was like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?"
I just give up. It was horrible.
Also, my friend,
Yeah,
my
I
friend,
really hate that.
My friend is a little
hate it.
sweaty bastard, and I hate him when he plays. He's always in first place because he's good at the game, but he always holds a fucking banana arm. So whenever I try to hit him with a red shell, it never works.
Okay, I mean, I'll be real with you. I do that
You're a
too.
fucking loser. Get out of here.
What else am I supposed to do?
Don't be a bitch.
Not win?
Take the red.
No.
Loser.
It's strategy.
I didn't even know. I generally before last session, I didn't even know you could do it.
My roommate in college is like big into racing. So we'd always play on 200cc.
Yep.
I don't do that anymore because it's super sweaty and I'm not that good at it. But yeah, I've definitely gotten competitive with that game.
My friend's a bit. It's fine. He's a bit of a bitch though, because like he plays Mario Kart and he knows all these strategies. Like he knows like obviously how to drift. You jump and press the button when you jump to get more speed. All those strategies. He knows. He's so nerdy. He knows the right like car combinations to get like the fastest like speed and everything.
Okay, I do too. I may or may not have done some Googling.
And the thing is,
to figure out the right car combination.
No one else at this get together knows anything, and he's like picking the sweatiest shit to win. I'm like, and he'll tell us after the races are over, like, oh yeah, you can do all this shit. I'm like,
tell us beforehand. Yeah, but he's got that winning spirit.
I'm like,
that's a winner right there.
I'm like, mate, there is a female here who's not played a game since the age of 7. Give us some help, please. Like, for the love of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Help the poor girl out. He's like, nah, I'm just gonna win every race. I'm all right.
I'm just gonna murder.
Cool.
God, I love Mario Kart. It's so great. Super Smash Bros. You ever play Brawl? Do you have that back in the day?
I'm not a big Smash fan.
I don't play it as much anymore. I still enjoy it. I think so. Mario Kart is fun. I think almost no matter what. Like if you're playing with someone who's like way better than you, like you still can have a good time with Mario Kart. I think if you're playing with someone who's like way better than you at Smash, you just get murdered and it's not fun.
Yeah, no, you'll fail.
I mean, it can still be fun. It depends on the person you're playing with. But if they just like murder you immediately, it's like, well, that sucks. I thought I was good, and then I played someone who like knew what they were doing, and I was like, oh, never mind.
Yep.
I'm not that good. It's fun though. What I like about Brawl is it had a story, and it was such a good story. I loved it so much. It like became a 2D platformer, which is technically what the game is.
Yeah.
But like it's just a map, it's a stationary map. But the story was like a fully moving like 2D platforming game.
That's cool.
And it was fantastic. And also the story was really fun because you just get this a mixture of like all these different Nintendo characters.
Yeah. I think that's why I like other fighting games more.
For some reason.
Like obviously if like Mortal Kombat and Injustice, you have stories with those.
Those are fun.
They're great.
Yeah.
I love those games.
But see, the difference with those is they have stories, but it's just you doing a bunch of fights and then cutscenes in between.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
I really enjoyed that. I don't mind it either. It's still fun, but I kind of liked the like platforming because then you'd also like you'd have a boss fight and it's in like a stationary
okay. That's fair.
Thing.
Kind of like Cuphead.
So yes, I'm gonna go with yes. It became like honestly a normal 2D platformer, but like at the time the stakes felt so high and it felt just like it's just a good story. When they came out with Super Smash Ultimate, I saw that they had a story and I got super hyped. And it's like, it's more like Injustice, where it's, you have some, actually, you had some story, but it wasn't a whole lot. You basically just went like around a map, and you just did fights. And you just did a ton of fights, and it got really repetitive. So I'm like, and you could fight with the same person every time. That's the other cool thing about, the Brawl story is like you'd have different characters.
Yeah, no, that's same with like Injustice and Mortal Kombat. They force you to play different characters, which is good.
Where you didn't have to in Smash Ultimate. That was a little disappointing because it was like Subspace Emissary, which is the story for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I loved it so much. It was so good. I wish that they just did it again. Like obviously different story, but like they could do the exact same premise again and it'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Wii era, purely out of nostalgia, might be a 10.
Fair enough. I'd probably give it an 8.
Like I was a little kid. It was so good.
I enjoy it. I'm not as big of a Nintendo boy.
Sure.
That's me. If I'd give,
see, I always had a Nintendo.
I'd give DS
until,
like a 9.
School.
I think DS is better than Wii.
I like the DS.
I think
the
the DS had way more interesting games. Obviously had all Pokemon on it, which I loved back in the day.
True.
DS had a lot of games that we had as well. Like apart from like the Wii Sports things that like really needed the remotes, like Mario and Sonic and the Olympic games you had on there, Mario Kart you had on there, any other Mario game, Sonic games you had on DS, like
all the like Lego games. Also the Lego game. Oh my god, Star Wars: The Complete Saga, so good.
Indiana Jones.
Yep.
They're all great.
So good. They're so funny too. Like I think I like see clips now and I'm like these things are still like really funny.
Yeah.
Also, they put Modern Warfare games on the Wii, and I just think that's funny because they shouldn't be there.
Yep, no,
Whatsoever.
Wii console games are cursed.
Yeah, because
honestly,
like it technically works.
Yeah, it's not great though.
but it's so bad.
Hot take.
Oh,
They should bring the DS back. It is better than the Switch.
oh.
I think we need
Ooh.
another handheld console that is purely a handheld console. The Switch is trying to be two things at once.
Ooh.
I want a pure like PSP DS type console back on the market that is really good,
I think if you did that, you'd have to make the Switch like a better console,
which they should
Like, you'd ha-
anyways.
well, yes, they should anyways. But I mean, like, I think it is something where if Nintendo just had the DS out right now and nothing else, that'd be horrible. Like,
No,
it wouldn't.
that's-
It wouldn't be horrible, but it just wouldn't work because you'd be like, "Cool, I want like a bigger game," and they're like, "We just can't deliver that."
No, fair enough. That's
I think
like,
if they
you get the
had-
Switch 2, you make it more powerful, and then you release a DS. The reason why I want the DS,
Yeah,
I understand it's going to be less powerful. I understand a lot of things it can do the Switch can do. The reason I love the DS is the two screen system with the touchscreen at the bottom. I think
True.
it's so unique, and we haven't had anything like it since. It's really good.
Well, technically, we have the Wii U, baby.
Yes.
It wasn't horrible.
Give me my
It just like
give me my flip phone game console. I want it back.
that was pretty fun. I do miss I still have my original DS.
I don't anymore. I'm tempted to buy.
One day I'm
I'm
gonna
tempted to
sell it
buy a
for-
3DS. Honestly, just for fun.
Yeah. No, I do think it'd be fun if Nintendo. It's also, you look at Nintendo, go, hey, Nintendo, you want to sell two products that if people want to go hard, they can buy both and spend more money? Of course, Nintendo would go for that, those greedy bastards.
Mm-hmm.
They love doing that.
There's just so many good DS games, man. There's so many good ones. I'm on Amazon now looking at 3DSs.
Huh.
You got well, obviously all the old Pokemon games. You got Zelda games. Old Mario and
Yeah.
Luigi games. You got
Yup.
Monster Hunter Generations. There were a bunch of like just fun little games. Like there's a game I used to play where it was like you like play as a dinosaur, and if you kill another dinosaur, you get to like evolve your own one, and you like go throughout this world
Oh, cool.
killing ones. There was also one with dragons. There's just so much good shit from back in the day, man.
There was
And-
there was the DS dog game that I can't remember. what it's
Nintendogs.
called. Nintendo.
Loved a bit of Nintendogs.
I looked through my Nintendo or my DS collection recently, and I for some reason have a lot of Nintendogs. This
pretty
is
good.
also a collection that my sister and I share, but I also know that I play Nintendogs.
No, that was great.
So
Thing is, now you
it was good.
now you go on like the Nintendo Switch store. There's a lot of shit there. It's either really expensive Nintendo games that are all like 80 Australian, 60 American
They're-
dollars,
yeah,
or it's like $2 anime hentai games. There's like no in
That-
between.
so true.
Like
That is so true.
it's so weird.
You look on sale and it's like non-Nintendo like random indie games.
Yeah, because anyone can
Or
upload
it's-
shit to
I'm
them.
gonna charge you $60 for my good-looking but not that good Mario game.
I'm gonna charge you $60 for Skyrim on the Switch.
But- and I'd even consider it then.
Yeah,
I think when the Switch was coming out, they were advertising the fact that they put Skyrim.
they
on
were.
it.
They very much
Like
were.
they were like Breath of the Wild and Skyrim. Which, to be fair, in 2016, the thought of bringing Skyrim on the plane was pretty cool.
It was. I don't know how it runs it, to be honest, but
I don't know. Skyrim doesn't need that much to run it.
I guess it's probably the old version, isn't it?
Yeah, because it probably is the old version. And even then, that game is pretty chunky.
Yeah.
I mean, it came out in 2011.
It did.
And it's made by Bethesda.
It was.
So, yeah. Any other eras you got, Dan? I feel like that kind of encompasses
It's
a lot.
obviously for me, you have RuneScape, which I think was incredible back in
Yeah.
the day. RuneScape's had a second come up recently, so in
Oh, that's cool.
general, RuneScape's just like a 9.8 for me. Just go to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The other one I had in my mind was our favorite game of all time, of course, FIFA.
Yeah. I've owned 3 FIFA games. I owned FIFA 14, and I have fond memories. I don't think I ever played online. and that's why I have fond memories.
I've owned 12, 13 FIFA games.
Oh wow.
14 is my favorite by far.
14's great. That's the one I had as a kid, and then I owned 20 and then 22. I spent a lot of time on 20, and I regret all of it.
I think I owned like 8, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah.
I think the problem is FIFA Ultimate Team is such a cool concept
It
of
is.
like make your team and it's just anyone that plays soccer and like that's so cool. And you play online and it's good for a month or two when not everyone has a full team of like 99 rated players. But the problem is you have to get it at that time.
It gets good again
And-
around like December, January, because at this point in the game cycle, like EA releases a bunch of stuff that make it really easy to get a good team.
Yeah.
But at that point, what happens is you'll have a really good team and you'll play games, and then the game mechanics are dreadfully awful and you want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like I've broken a monitor on accident by playing FIFA once. Because I threw
the controller.
I threw the controller at my desk, like down like this, and it bounced up and hit my monitor and broke it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't think I've broken anything out of rate. You know what? Actually, you gave me a really cheap, shitty microphone at one point in high school, and I broke it watching a Liverpool game.
That's nice.
Yeah. It was the first time they lost to Real in the Champions League final. And I was big sad.
I was at a kebab shop watching that out on the street.
I was just at my house watching it with my dad. We won the next year though.
You did.
That's the important thing. Yeah, we did.
Bastards.
God, FIFA's just so rage-inducing.
Yeah.
I would just be so angry.
give FIFA 14 like a 10, and then I give the past like 8 years like a 2.
Can we go into the negative? Yeah, can we go into the negatives on these?
You might.
But FIFA 14 was so much fun because I was just the world wasn't broken to me
The
yet.
music, the vibes, the
music was so
gameplay, the
good.
players, the cards, everything was just chef's
so
kiss.
good.
Beautiful.
So good.
And now it's still fun at times, but it's usually hot garbage.
Usually hot garbage. Yeah, dude, you play against someone and you sweat so hard and you still lose because like your goalkeeper just dove the wrong way. Like things that you just can't control.
In my current,
and I think that's what it is.
In my current team, I have a 92 rated Icon Van der Sar, and he will not save fucking anything.
He's probably too old then.
Might be.
You need to stop playing people who are like 50. Dan. That's your problem.
I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just the game mechanics are really just fucked, to be honest.
Yeah.
So moving,
and EA refuses to fix anything.
They do. Well, no. What happens? It's really annoying. So every new year of FIFA, for like the first month, everyone's like, "Oh my god, this gameplay is great. I love it. Things are fixed. Things feel nice and flowy and beautiful and lovely." And then EA, they always do this. They release a patch after like a month, and it changes everything and makes it shit.
Do you think EA just has a button that just says break it?
I don't know.
Just hit it after a month?
This isn't even me complaining. Like if you go on to the community and like look for these parts in the year, every year without fail, after like a month or two, EA releases an update that changes all the gameplay mechanics and makes the game garbage every fucking year without fail, and it's so annoying. I don't know why they do it.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's very strange. So going away from topics of errors.
Yes.
In a similar realm, if you could completely erase your memory of one game and play it again for the first time, what would you choose?
You know, for the longest time, my answer was Skyrim.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that would change out of the sense of genuinely Skyrim's such a weird game in the sense of I cannot play the game again. For the most part, I can come back every once in a while, like add a bunch of mods. I have played it so much that there is no point in me playing it again.
Well,
because I play it and I'm like, I've just done all of this. Gosh, it's over a decade since Skyrim, so it's hard to say if that changes. It might still be Skyrim. I'll let you answer, and I'll have a think of some of the games.
So I have
like
a big dilemma with this question. Because you want to balance it with a game that you want to experience again because it was so good, but I also don't want to get rid of fond memories of a game. Like I would never say Skyrim, I would never say Minecraft, I would never say Call of Duty because like I have a lot of memories associated with those games. So the answer I always come to when I think of this is Elden Ring.
Okay.
So the reason why with Elden Ring, I got to like the 5th last boss. I got to the Godskin duo, and then I kind of gave up. Partially because it was difficult, partially because I just grinded it for a week and then was kind of burnt out. So and every time I try and go back, it's like I have to play through like so many hours of gameplay to get back to where I was, and it's just a slog.
You never want to do it.
So I'd love to erase my memory of Elden Ring, play it again for the first time, and actually just complete the game. I think it'd be great. Because Elden Ring is a fantastic game. It's like a 9 out of 10. It's one game of the year. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So I'd love to like wipe the slate clean and do that again. I think it'd be fantastic.
I think the reason I could do it with Skyrim is a similar, not to like actually be able to finish the game because I've done that many times. I have fond memories of Skyrim, but I also don't think I could think of a particular time where I did anything where I was like, oh my god, that was so great. Where I'm like, I would do all the same things that I already did just again, and it'd be fresh. I feel like there could be a newer game that's maybe better that I could do with. I feel like any single player game is the way to go because erasing like a competitive game is like you can repeat that. It's really just the community. Yeah. Like if you try to play like COD 4 online now, like no one's playing that. Yeah. Probably.
Like
so obviously it doesn't work.
The Last of Us would be good. The Walking Dead Telltale series would be good.
Yeah. Uncharted for me.
God of War would be another one. I didn't complete God of War.
God of War is pretty good.
Close to the end, but so it was funny because when I was on a holiday, I brought my PS5 with me and I tried to play God of War again, but I stopped in the middle of like a big boss fight, and now I'm back in the game and I just can't beat him because I'm not used to the controls.
That's so funny.
So I'm just kind of stuck right now. I don't want to restart it.
I love that. Yeah. I actually think a fun game to restart and with no knowledge is Outer Wilds.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd say that.
Because it's such a... The only reason I don't think it's my actual answer, and I probably still go back to Skyrim, or maybe like Uncharted 4 or something like that, is it's just a short game. I mean, it's like maybe 20, maybe 30 hours. But like the whole premise is you're trying to figure stuff out. You don't really replay the game. Like I guess you could, but it's like you know everything now.
Good speedrun it.
It's not like you unlock anything.
Yeah.
So you could try to speedrun it, but you don't need to delete your memory or that's about all you could read unless you just want to replay it. It's cozy, but it's like it's not like there's items that you gather that you desperately need. Like replaying it, I don't know how much you get out of it unless it's been so long that you've kind of forgotten.
Yeah.
But like the whole point of it is trying to figure out this mystery rather than like, yeah, the gameplay's fun, but it's not enough to like go back and replay for.
Yeah. I think the other answer for me would be The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
That'd be another big one.
I think it's got to be like
I've beat the game, but I haven't beat the DLCs, so that could be like a thing to go back and do.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a big game. So Elden Ring and Witcher are probably my top two answers, really.
Yeah, I saw Skyrim or Uncharted 4 just because I love Uncharted 4.
Fair.
Such a good game. Yeah, I think that's a good little segment to end on. Dan.
Yeah. So
Dan, it's been fun talking to you.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. What were you gonna say there?
I was just gonna say.
Oh. What was he gonna say?
I did.
Oh God, we'll never know.
I did just realize I haven't actually talked about GTA at all, which I probably should, considering that's my whole fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
Current GTA is like a 4. First 3 years of GTA Online's like a 10, or like 9.
Yeah,
like a 9.
Yeah. The longer you do it, the worse it gets.
I think GTA, in terms of like a product, is probably the best it's ever been right now. There's businesses.
It's
there's
going pretty
heists,
hard.
There's missions. There's a lot of stuff in there. But in terms of just the fun aspects, like the first few years where it was just like you just did races, you fucked around in free roam, killed people, had a good time, didn't have to grind much, or like you could, but like it wasn't a part of the game play loop. Now it's integral to the game to like grind all the time. It's just much more fun. It's just better. Like I don't hate GTA now. I enjoy the game it is. But would I trade the current GTA for the GTA of 2013? Fuck yeah.
Not really. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes.
In terms of the enjoyment factor.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Way more fun back then.
Yeah, especially the first time doing it. Like, I don't know if I'd replay.
It's like it's like Fortnite now is a better game, but would I trade Fortnite now for season 1? Every day of the week.
Nah, the vibes were just so there. Vibes were so there at first season.
Exactly.
All right, I think that's a good way to end it. Again, because I think I've said that already.
You did.
All right. Have a nice day to everyone who has listened in their car or while doing chores, while we watch Dan nod his head and have his eyes closed because his eyes hurt from staring at all the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tell us, is Dan's slightly warmer light, does it ruin your experience? Because if so, he will turn on the brighter lights. Or don't. Let him suffer. Who knows? Alrighty, guys. Oh, yeah, there you go, Dan. Sitting in darkness. We love it. For all you guys listening, it got darker. There's nothing. It's not that dark. It's actually pretty good. Now he's just staring at the camera. Or the lights? I don't know. Dan, you gonna say anything, or are you just gonna be weird?
Photosynthesis is good for growth.
We'll leave you with that, folks. Photosynthesize and have a great day. Bye.